We're going to get started off here with this. One of the most pleasant surprise shows this year has been Skeleton Crew. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I mean, I had hopes for it, being that they're saying it's like this Amblin Entertainment ode, love letter to the 80s movies, a Goonies and Star Wars kind of thing. You got John Watts running the show, who's the director of Spider-Man, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. You got Jude Law in it. So I had high hopes, but I didn't know what my expectations were going to be. This show has been fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And over the Christmas break, had a chance to watch episode 5. I can't remember the name of the episode. Something like you don't know the first thing about pirates, or you don't really know pirates, or something like that.
I'll look it up.
I call it episode 5, Betrayal. First of all, I just love, again, they continue to do this world building.
You have a lot to learn about pirates.
You have a lot to learn about pirates. Is the name of the episode. They do all this great world building. Jude Law taking them to an adult sex club vacation resort, I guess is the only way I know how to put it for this thing. I thought was pretty great. SM-33 continues to rival K2SO as my favorite droid ever in Star Wars. He's great. Nick Frost doing the voice of the droid is great. It gets a little dark.
Yeah.
There's murder in this episode. You don't see a lot of it, but there's straight up murder. So he says, SM-33, refill the chamber.
I was a
acid.
little surprised by that.
I'm like, oh, and then you hear the pirates on the other side going, ah!
Yeah.
Like, ooh, that was kind of dark.
It definitely, this was the most Goonies episode,
Yes.
especially going through the corridor. And then like, okay, I loved when they almost, the losing your head scene.
Oh, yes.
It was so like the booby trap stuff was all great.
Very Goonies-esque.
Yeah, very Goonies-esque.
It was great. And then the betrayal. First of all, they find the location of Ad-Adden.
Yeah.
Which is great. All that kind of stuff. And then the inevitable betrayal. I remember we talked a couple shows ago. People, like I said, some people are starting to think that Jod is this really good guy. But I said, don't forget, the very first sequence of episode 1 was him literally taking just that transport ship captain and throwing him out of the airlock.
Mm-hmm.
This is not I'm not saying he's a Darth Vader level villain, but he's not a good guy. And then the betrayal happens, although he's not all that bad, right? Like, he could have just taken her at the end when he says, I challenge for captain, and just slit her throat.
Yeah, he could have killed all the kids.
He could have killed all, but all he says is just say you yield. Just like he doesn't. So he's not a good guy, but he's not all the way mustache twirling evil.
Like the person they're running from would kill the kids.
Yes.
Like that Wolfman guy.
Oh, no hesitation, right? And then they continue to allude that he's got some kind of force sensitivity.
Right.
Yeah. This was the first time I'm like, okay, it's not some trick. That key thing was not like a weird trick or whatever. He's
where
definitely
he secretly set it all up.
Yeah, he's moving too many things.
Yeah. And then to end it with the lightsaber in his hand. So I don't know. I'm wondering, like, he was a former Jedi Padawan
Yeah.
who gave up on it and went into piracy. I mean, I don't know. I still don't know.
He treaded toward the dark side, but he just gave that up for pirating or something. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like Michael in live chat saying, he's Palpatine's clone's second cousin, third removed son.
Yes.
He
Nailed
is
it.
a clone of a clone of a clone's
Clone.
Somehow, Jod has returned. So I tell you what, this show has not, through 5 episodes, I kept waiting for the first 4 episodes for that inevitable episode that always comes in almost every Star Wars show other than Andor, where the show just drops, falls off a cliff, and it just doesn't.
I was expecting it this episode, and I got a little nervous with that pipe mud scene, and there's a musical cue that really annoyed me.
Oh,
it's like,
right.
do. I'm like, oh no, is this the episode it jumps the shark? But that was the only part of the episode that was like that. So.
You know what part, like, I audibly laughed out loud?
Uh-huh.
When the pirates show up on the planet, and the 2 security ships up, welcome to the boom, it just blew them out of the sky.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It did definitely have like some real dark humor in it in this one.
Although the one kind of logic loophole I have is like they mentioned that there's like a space bankers thing there for increased security.
Right.
I think if you had like some of the wealthiest people in the galaxy, they would have enough security there that could probably fight off a couple of scrappy pirate ships.
Mhm.
But whatever, and it is what it is.
I think they were looking for spies. They weren't thinking like a fleet was coming in.
Yeah. So I mean, the show, it's great. I loved it, and that episode ended, and I'm just like, where are they going to go next? And I think Jonathan, I think you said before, you think the captain of the ship, and we finally got the name that, what was it called? The Onyx.
Onyx Cinder.
The Onyx. This is the Onyx Cinder. I think that captain is still around somewhere. Maybe really old. Maybe he's the administrator of AT-AD now. I don't know, but we'll see. We got 3 more episodes to go. I'm so thankful we still have 3 episodes to go. So I'm loving this show. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What did you think of the latest episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew? For me, this show just keeps getting better and better, which I haven't been able to say about many Star Wars shows. So this is pretty great. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.